This is the Uptick Newswire Stock Day podcast, sponsored by InvestorsHangout.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, and YouTube to stay up to date on penny stock news and interviews, public information on OTC, pink sheets, and microcap stocks from around the world, with your host, Everett Jolly.
On today's show, I'm bringing back a returning guest. He was on my show back on August the 14th of this year. We're talking about Nemaska Lithium. They trade on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol NMKEF. They also trade on the TSX up there in Canada under the ticker symbol NMX. And with us today, we're very fortunate to have the CEO and President, Guy Bourassa. Guy, welcome back to the show.
Well, it's my pleasure to be here again.
You know, construction work update. You guys raised a lot of money. Where are we at on construction, the work, and the update?
Well, as you know, we have both sites, one for the conversion plant, one for the mine. We're more advanced at the mine, currently pouring a lot of concrete before the freezing period so that we're ready to have the buildings, garage, crushing or sorting buildings up before snowfall. As far as the concentrator is concerned, we have completed the installation of the foundations inside. The building was already built, so ready to start installation of the equipment as early as January, with the vision of completing everything for the third quarter of 2019.
You know, explain to my listeners what business you're really in. I know that you guys concentrate on high purity lithium hydrox, also lithium salts. If you would, maybe just give us a little bit of elevator pitch. What makes your company so special?
Well, the main reason why we're so special and quite unique is that we are going to be a chemical company, vertically integrated from the mine, so mining spodumene concentrate, to convert into high purity lithium salts, mainly lithium hydroxide and some lithium carbonate, both of which are required by the battery manufacturers for the electrification of transport, among other things. So we're vertically integrated, all in the same jurisdiction, the province of Quebec, so very stable jurisdiction, good taxation, good energy cost and manpower available. So it gives us a leading advantage cost-wise on the competition from either South America, Chile and Argentina, or the converters far away in China. So that's a quite unique situation that we represent.
Your budget update on the construction, where are we at on that?
Construction update, the budget, we have about 50% of the equipment already ordered, purchased. Engineering is about 80% completed, detail engineering. So we're online with the budget and online with the construction schedule for the mine. We're less advanced in the electrochemical plant. Electrochemical plant is a 2-year construction calendar. Expected to be completed by third quarter or second half of 2020. So everything is online and still on budget.
You know, you guys raised a lot of money here in the last 6 months. Do you think that you're going to do any M&As?
Oh, well, the use of proceeds was quite clear on the $1.1 billion Canadian total raise we did, and that we closed on May 30th. So it's all earmarked for the construction of our plant, leaving us with roughly about $87 million Canadian of excess cash unallocated. But our focus is very, very on completing the construction on time and on budget. Of course, we don't close our eyes and our ears, and we're all looking forward to potential acquisition or potential partnerships. But very, very clearly, all of our efforts, liquidities, and time is dedicated to make sure that we make a success of the construction and commissioning and ramp up of our operation here.
My guest today is Guy Bourassa. He is the CEO and President of Nemaska Lithium, Inc. They trade on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol NMKEF. They also trade on the TSX under the ticker symbol NMX. Hiring efforts underway. Have you guys thought about that, and have you started?
Yes, well, all of the main directors of the main aspect, both at the mine and the electrochemical plant, have been hired. Mine manager, chief geologist, chief engineer, director of maintenance. They're all working very, very hard on the operation readiness plan, and that includes the hiring schedule and training of all of the employees required. The mine is to be starting its work with our own employees sometime in June of 2019, once the construction team start delivering portions of the plant. So we are currently on a massive hiring program for the mine. For the electrochemical plant, we already have a small commercial plant up and running, so our top employees, operators are already hired. But that is going to move in 2020, early 2020 for that portion of the hiring. But currently, most of the major directors are all hired and are all on deck trying to make sure that we're ready to take over when the construction ends out the equipment.
Guy, in closing here, what would you like my listeners to take away from this interview?
Well, we're one of the very, very few lithium projects that is currently completely financed to construction, through construction, commissioning. We have all of the key personnel already hired, working very hard to make sure that we can deliver that on time, on budget, and that we're ready to start producing as soon as construction ends out the plant. So very unique situation. Less risky, and that I think is the best time in the down market that we know currently to acquire and hold on to your lithium stocks.
If you're looking to get into lithium stocks, look no further than Nemaska Lithium Inc. You can find them on the OTCQB under the ticker symbol NMKEF. Guy, I want to thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure for you to come on my show. I wish you nothing but continued success. Hopefully you'll come back on the show in 40 or 50 days and give us an update on your construction.
It will be my pleasure. Thank you again.
This program is entirely sponsored and produced by Uptick Newswire, LLC, which is responsible for the content. The opinions and information provided on this program are those of the guests and those of the respective companies they represent, and do not necessarily reflect those of the staff or management of Uptick Newswire. Uptick Newswire encourages all listeners of this program to do their due diligence and research when determining investment strategies that will work for them, or to seek the assistance of an investment professional. The guests of this program may have paid for its distribution and are not directly affiliated with Uptick Newswire or this station.